Greetings, Florida Disciples Regional Church. I am Sandy Messick, your regional minister, here with another monthly update. Can you believe it's March already? March of 2026. So I'm here with some updates of the prayer calendar, what's happening around the region, and what's making me smile as we enter March. You've probably heard by now that at the Leadership Council meeting a couple weeks ago, I announced my retirement effective December 31st, 2026. I know it comes as a surprise to many of you, but I appreciate the support I've received and the prayers for new beginnings as Tom and I start a new adventure. This was a decision we made kind of coming to terms with reality as we reflected on the past year and the challenges it presented, and also what our goals were for the future and our hopes for this region as well. So when I announced at the Leadership Council, I was very intentional to say I want you to know 4 things. And so I want to say again 4 things that I want you to know about this transition. First, I am grateful that I have had the opportunity to be part of your story and that you are part of my story. And we carry that with us for the rest of our lives, that time that God brought us together and helped us to share in ministry together. And I'm grateful. Number 2, the regional minister is not and cannot be the region. We are the region. You are the region together. And this region is blessed with wonderful staff and leaders that will continue the ministry that we've begun together into the future. So that is good news as well. Number 3, we have work to do. It's not time to say goodbye yet. There's lots that's going to need to take place and will take place between now and the end of December. Congregations that need support, a comprehensive campaign to launch, a regional assembly to have, camps that will happen this summer. The ministry of this region is busy and will continue throughout this year and beyond. So we have work to do. There will be time to say goodbye, but that's not yet. And finally, you are not alone. Just as the region supports congregations in their transition, so regions have support when they are entering transitions. And our moderator, Alan Smith, is already working with the wider church representatives to make sure that the Florida region is supported through this transition and beyond. So there will be more to say about that in the weeks and the months ahead, but that's where we are today, and we know that God is with us wherever we are, in whatever place we are. Thank you for being part of this journey with me. On our prayer calendar for March, the week of March 1st through the 7th, we will be praying for our congregations in Fort Myers, Florida. For Fort Myers Christian Church, where Zach Seitz is the pastor, and for Unity Christian Church, where Michael Chester is the pastor. We're also praying for Disciples Home Mission, where Chris Dorsey is the president. The week of March 8th through the 14th, we are praying for Christian Restoration Outreach Center, where Pastors Henri and Ghislaine Nori are the pastors, and for Maison Christian Church in Gainesville, and Pastors Kevin Bruchert, Miranda West, and Joe Smith. We're praying for the pension fund of the Christian Church, President Todd Adams, and for our young adult ministries, which will be a highlight of our comprehensive campaign. The week of March 15th through the 21st, we're praying for First Christian Church of Haines City and Reverend Bill McConnell. That's where the congregation that will be hosting our regional assembly in April. And we're praying for the Disciples of Christ Historical Society and President Joel Brown. The week of March 22nd through the 28th, we start praying for our Jacksonville congregations, beginning with Southside Christian Church. Also that week, we're praying for the senior retreat that will be happening at the retreat at Silver Springs, and for NAPAD, which stands for North American Pacific Asian Disciples, our Pacific Islander Asian Disciple Community. Reverend Chung Song Kim is their leader. Finally, rounding out March, the week of March 29th to April 4th, as we head into Holy Week, we'll be praying for St. Nicholas Park Christian Church, where Reverend Dennis Peer is the pastor, and Riverside Avenue Christian Church, where Reverend Andrew Guthrie is the pastor. And we'll also be lifting up all of our disciples, musicians and ministers of music that are so important to our ministries. That's who we'll be praying for in March. I already mentioned the senior retreat. I hope that you have already registered for that. But I want to spend a little time to focus looking ahead to April and our regional assembly. It will happen April 24th and 25th, as I mentioned, at First Christian Church in Haines City. And I want to invite you to go to our regional website, fldisciples.org, and click on the Regional Assembly tab. And there you will find out all the information you need to know about the assembly. You'll learn about our keynote speaker, Reverend Denise Bell, who is a professor at Lexington Theological Seminary. You'll have a chance to register for hotels, and there is at the bottom of that page a link to the hotels where we have arranged blocks of rooms at special rates. You can click on those and reserve your hotel room. Be aware, in order to get those block rate prices, you need to reserve your room by March 24th, a month ahead of the assembly. After that, they release the blocks of rooms, and those rates may or may not be available. So don't dawdle, make plans to do that now. If you decide you don't want to stay in one of those hotels, that's fine. I know some people that are looking into Airbnbs in the Haines City area, or have found other hotels in the area, or maybe some might be camping in RVs. So feel free to make your arrangements otherwise, but we want you to know that we have made efforts to make those hotels available to you. Also, you'll find information about the schedule. We begin on Friday, April 24th with a clergy lunch at noon, and then there will be a workshop by the pension fund in the afternoon, mainly geared towards clergy, but all are welcome. We'll begin our official assembly time with dinner on Friday evening and then worship together. Saturday morning will be filled with worship and reports from ministries around the region. We'll be launching our comprehensive campaign. There will be 2 sessions of workshops that you can sign up for, and then our closing worship. Your registration cost for in-person includes the dinner on Friday night and the lunch on Saturday. So just know that those are included in the cost of registration. The clergy lunch Friday is an extra charge, and you can register for that on our website as well. What else can I tell you that you need to know? The workshops. When you register, you'll be asked to indicate which workshops you want to attend. And if you change your mind later, that's okay, but we just need to get an idea of how many people are interested in each workshop so we can set the rooms appropriately, because they're different sized rooms. So be sure and do that when you register. Also, if you want a t-shirt, you can order a t-shirt at the same time, and those will be picked up at the assembly. And now let me say a word about the online participants. If you are not able to attend in person or choose not to, you have the option of registering for online attendance. Now, the 2 worship services, Friday evening and Saturday afternoon, will be live streamed on our Facebook page or through YouTube. We'll get that information out to you. That's available to anyone. You don't have to register for that. But the online participation will get you the Saturday morning plenary session and also access to some online workshops that will be available prior to the assembly. Those workshops will be taking place on Monday and Tuesday, the week before the assembly in the evening. They'll be on Zoom, and online access to the assembly gives you access to those workshops. If you have registered for an in-person attendance, you also will have the opportunity to participate in those online workshops. That's a lot of information, but I hope you will go to our website, fldisciples.org, and click on Regional Assembly, and you can get all the information there. And if you still have questions, you can reach out to me or to our office administrator, Tina Christian, at office@fldisciples.org. I think that's it. So what's making me smile this week? Well, as you are watching this, I will be at Disney World. My son and his girlfriend will be visiting from the Seattle area. We're spending a couple days at Disney, and you can be sure that in the most magical place on earth with my son and his significant other, I will be smiling. And that's what's making me smile this week. I hope you have a wonderful week and month ahead. I look forward to our next time we can gather for some regional updates. And know that wherever you are, across the region or beyond, we are part of one family of God together. Blessings and peace, my friend.